Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Podcast for English Learners, the place where learning English feels friendly, calm, and easy. My name is Sarah.
And I'm Daniel. Hello to all our listeners around the world, whether you are at home, at work, on the bus, or walking outside. We are very happy you are here with us today.
Yes, we really are. Daniel, it's nice to see you today. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good, thank you. I feel relaxed and positive. The weather is pleasant. I have a cup of tea next to me, and I'm ready to talk. How about you, Sarah?
I'm doing well too, but I have a special feeling today.
Oh, a special feeling? Tell us more.
I feel a little thoughtful and emotional.
Thoughtful and emotional. That sounds interesting. Why do you feel that way?
Because one year has ended and a new year is beginning. It's a time when many people think about their lives.
Ah, yes, that makes sense. This is a moment for reflection.
Exactly. Reflection means looking back at the past and thinking about our experiences.
That's a very important topic for English learners, and for life too.
So before we begin our conversation, we have a small request for you.
If you enjoy learning English with us, please click the subscribe button.
And if this episode helps you, please like it and share it with someone who wants to learn English.
Your support helps our channel grow and motivates us to create more episodes for you.
Thank you so much. Now let's begin today's topic.
Sarah, when you think about the last year, what is the first thing that comes to your mind?
That's a good question. The first thing I think about is time.
Time?
Yes, I feel like the year went very fast.
I agree completely. January feels like it was just yesterday.
Exactly. One moment we are making plans, and suddenly the year is over.
Time really flies when we are busy.
That's true. Daniel, were you busy last year?
Yes, I was very busy. I worked a lot, studied new things, and tried to improve myself.
That sounds productive. I was busy too, but in a different way.
How so?
Some months were busy, but some months were slow and quiet.
Interesting. Which months felt slow to you?
The winter months felt slow. I stayed inside more, and the days felt longer.
Winter can feel that way. But what about summer?
Summer went very fast. I traveled, met friends, and spent more time outside.
Fun times always seem shorter.
Now, let's help our listeners practice English.
Yes, let's talk about the past simple tense.
We use the past simple to talk about finished actions in the past.
For example, last year, I worked a lot.
Or, I traveled to another city.
Sarah, tell us one big thing you did last year.
Okay, last year I started a new routine.
Oh, that's interesting. What routine did you start?
I started waking up early and walking every morning.
That's a great habit. So you can say, I started walking every morning.
Yes. What about you, Daniel? What did you do last year?
Last year, I learned how to cook better.
That's useful. Cooking is an important life skill.
Yes. At first, my food wasn't very good, but I practiced.
Practice makes progress.
Now, let's talk about another tense, the present perfect.
We use the present perfect to connect the past with the present.
For example, I have learned many new things this year.
The learning happened in the past, but it is important now.
Sarah, what have you learned this year?
I have learned to be more patient with myself.
That's a powerful lesson.
Yes, I used to be very hard on myself, but now I understand growth takes time.
I have learned to enjoy small moments.
That's beautiful. Simple moments can bring happiness.
When we look back at a year, we don't just think about events.
We also think about how we have changed.
Exactly. Sarah, how have you changed this year?
I think I have become more calm.
Calmer is a great word.
Yes, I started doing breathing exercises and they helped me.
So you changed your habits and your feelings changed too.
That's right. What about you, Daniel? What did you change?
I think I have become more confident.
That's wonderful. What helped you become more confident?
Speaking English more often. I made mistakes, but I kept going.
That's a great message for our listeners.
Now comes a deep question.
A very deep question.
What was the biggest lesson you learned last year?
My biggest lesson was that rest is important.
That's an important lesson. Can you explain?
Yes, I used to think resting was wasting time.
Many people feel that way.
But last year, I felt tired and stressed. I realized I needed breaks.
And what happened when you rested more?
I felt better. I worked better. I was happier.
That's a powerful lesson.
What about you, Daniel? What lesson did you learn?
I learned that progress is not always fast, but it is still progress.
That's very encouraging.
Some days I felt I wasn't improving, but when I looked back, I saw growth.
Dear listeners, you also learned something this year.
If you are listening to this podcast, you are learning English.
That is a big achievement.
Learning a language takes time, patience, and courage.
You should be proud of yourself.
Even if progress feels slow, keep going.
Before we say goodbye, we have a question for you.
What was the biggest lesson you learned last year?
Write your answer in the comments.
Use simple English. I learned, I realized, I have changed.
We love reading your comments.
Thank you for spending this time with us.
Please subscribe to Podcast for English Learners if you haven't already.
Keep practicing, keep learning, and be kind to yourself.
We'll see you in the next episode. Bye-bye and happy learning.